Hello everyone, I'm Laurel and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be working on some Easter projects. I'm going to be making some earrings and I'm going to use my Temu molds. And I picked out a variety of mica powders that are very pastel looking, perfect for springtime and for Easter. I also have some flowers that I chose. You'll need mixing bowls, mixing utensils. I have all my findings here. I have jump rings, I have lobster claw clasps, I have a variety of fish hook earrings. And also, I thought we would use some acrylic markers. And this is the set, if I can get it open. This is the set that I have with all the pastel colors. So we'll be using this today also. So let's begin. Choose whatever Easter or springtime mold you have. You don't necessarily have to use the exact same. These do have little kitties on them also, and the kitties are in like a little egg, so those are adorable. This one has like little miniature molds inside, which is, you know, you can hang this inside of this egg, so I mean that could be pretty nice too. Okay, so we're gonna work on the chick, and I already mixed up the yellow off camera. I'm going to get some of these pink flowers and put those in first. So I'm just going to do just a very thin clear layer at the bottom where the chick's egg is, and just spread it around. Now just use a little bit so it doesn't overflow into the chick. And make sure you get it into the corners. Okay, and then I'm just going to take these little pink flowers and then just place them in here. There's some greens in here too, leaves, so you can just put those in. Oops. You can move them around to get the placement that you want for these. I'm just going to add another little dab. just so it covers the flowers and goes up to the points. All right. Get rid of bubbles. And then I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds. Okay, now that that's cured, I'm just going to use another mixing bowl, and I'm going to mix up a little bit of white. Just enough to cover the top of the egg. And then you can just clean off the mica powder off your mixing utensil with a baby wipe, and then mix it up. And then just pour it on. Remember, you don't want it to overflow into the chick, so be very careful with it. And then just push it along so it covers up the flowers and goes into those little edges. If you need a little more to get up into the little edges, just do a little dab. Don't pour, because if you pour more, it will overflow and you don't want that. So just push it gently to those edges. Okay. And then we'll need a little bubble removal here. And then we're going to cure this for 60 seconds. All right, now that it's cured, if you look at it, you still can see a little bit through there. So when you pour the yellow, it may show through the white. So another option is you can just get some white mica powder and put it on a brush, and then just paint over this. And again, be careful where you're painting it. Make sure you just do it around the edges. You don't want to go over onto the chick. If you do get a little bit on there, just take a damp cloth or a baby wipe and then just wipe it off. And just like that. And as you can see, it covered up all of those little flowers. So now, let's see, I think I got some on there. I just want to see if I can get it off. Now I'm just using a baby wipe and the tool to help me get that off. So a little white on the chick. So now I'm going to pour yellow, and it's going to go right over that mica powder that we just painted on. And then just let it flow into the chick. Okay, and then you'll need your mixing tool. Just wipe that off. And then just push it into this area at the top. That's where your jump ring will go. And I think we might need a little bit more, a little dab. I don't want to pour anymore because I'm scared that it will overflow onto the sides. All right, so now I'm going to cure this for 180 seconds and turn it over and cure the other side for 180 seconds, and when it's done curing, we'll be right back. Okay, now that it's cured, we can remove it from the mold. Just remove it carefully. It's actually still kind of warm from curing. As you can see, this is completely adorable. This is going to make a great pair of earrings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another one off camera, and then I'll come back and show you that one, and I'll show you how to put them together, and then we'll move along to one of the other molds. All right, now that I got the two chicks, I just wanted to say some other handy tools to have are some tweezers. Those are always good, especially when you're working with small little parts. A file, if you have any jagged edges after you remove it from the mold. And also you could use some pliers because you're going to need those for your jump rings. Scissors can be used also to remove any little jagged edges. These will be listed also in the description box. These I purchased at Dollar Tree. Also, thank you for watching this far. And if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, if you think you're going to end it here, that is fine too. You can watch how I put the little findings on. And if you like it and you want to see some more ideas, keep watching. So I'm going to need two 6mm jump rings. And let's see, they're all messed up. 2 fishhook earrings. Now if you prefer, since they're yellow, you can do them in gold too. You don't have to do silver. And you can have, I'll give you also a link to jump rings that are gold. So let's get started with this. So you're going to open your jump ring to the side. You place it on your little chick, and then you're going to take your earring, place it on there, and then close it up and make sure that those ends meet. Now, if you have trouble, you can use 2 pliers and then just wiggle it until the 2 ends meet. And that's one earring. And we'll do the second. And also, the way you want your earrings to hang, you want them to be opposites. So have one facing one way and one facing the other. And then when you put them in your ears, they'll face outward. Now, I can show you really quick another idea. So if you want them to, face forward, what you do is you take your fishhook earring, and you got to do this very carefully. And you're just going to take your pliers and hold that little loop, and then twist it ever so gently so it meets up in line with the hook. Now this one could use just a little touch more, and I'm trying to be really careful. You don't want to do it too hard because you can break it. So if you do it this way and then you put it on your jump ring, it'll face backwards. And then that way you can where your chick's facing forward instead of to the side. And this is great like if you have longer hair and you want them to face forward. All right, so I guess now we're on to the next idea. So these turned out so adorable. And I create things that I would wear, and I would hope that you would wear it too. I try to make it as cute as possible, and I'm definitely going to wear these for Easter because they're just too cute. So let's get another mold. All right, so we have eggs and bunnies. This one's kind of cute. Why don't we do, trying to think, maybe a purple egg and a pink bunny. We also have this one. And these are so cute. You could just do just the bunny. And then they got their little bellies cut out, so that's kind of adorable. So I think we're going to do this one. And we're going to need a mixing bowl. And we're going to mix up some purple. And I think what I might do, I'm thinking this might work even better. Let's just set that aside for a second. Get your purple mica powder and get that brush. All right, now if your brush has some other mica powder on, just wipe it off. And we're going to do the egg on a purple egg. So this time we're just going to paint it. Oops, not like that. Sorry. Accidents do happen sometimes. So we have to just clear that out really quick. It does happen. Don't worry about it. Just get a baby wipe or a wet cloth. You can even spray alcohol into here and clean it out. And I see just a little teeny piece that's in there, and it's going to be difficult to get out. So trying to get it out. Of course, it has to drop into the tightest spot. If this keeps up, we're just going to have to make the bunny purple and make the egg pink. Now I'm being careful so I don't ruin the mold. All right, so let's try this again. All right, so I'm just going to paint the purple in here. Now, there's little bunny hands there, so you have to be very careful not to get it on the bunny hands. You know what would look kind of nice if we use two colors instead of just the one. So let's just get this all in here. And when you're doing this, just dab it so some of it comes off, so there's not so much on there. Okay, so I'm just wiping it off on a cloth, and then I'm going to use the blue. Oh, it's like a bluish turquoise. And then I'm just going to finish this off. Go around the hand. I think I got some on the hand. Let's go around best you can. I don't think I tapped off enough. There we go. Okay, so I got the two colors. It's kind of pretty. And I got a little bit on the hand, so I'm just going to very carefully just take it off the little bunny's hand. And I'm trying not to touch any of this. So, all right, so now that that's done, we can use the pink mica powder. We'll just fill this up. And use the pink. Unless you want the bunny another color, that's perfectly fine. Whatever you want to do. Okay. Now I'm being very careful while I'm showing you this that I'm not bringing it over and accidentally getting some of the pink mica powder on here. Even though it's going to be pink, but let's just mix this up thoroughly. All right, close this up so there's no accidents. And I'm going to use a heat gun to get the bubbles out. Okay, and now we can pour it in. Be careful pouring it in because there's a lot of little pieces and you want to make sure that you don't over pour and get it on those pieces, because then you gotta pick them off or cut them off. I got a little on the side there, that's okay. Really don't want it there, but it's not bad. Make sure you get around this area where your jump ring is going to go. You need a little more. And you don't want it to go too high, because if it goes too high, it will cover those areas that have the openings. So now that that's done, we're going to cure this for 180 seconds, turn it over, and cure it for another 180 seconds. Okay, so this one is done, so let's just take a little peek and see what it looks like. Oh, that is so cute. And of course, we'll just make another one. So we have a pair of earrings, and you put the jump ring through this hole. And these are also great for pendants. Now, if you want your bunny's feet a different color, you can change it. You can paint on it. You can do whatever you want. You can use acrylic markers on here. If you want to make his feet a little darker, you can leave him just the way he is, because he is adorable. So let's do one that we can use acrylic markers on. So I'll show you that next. So I didn't do anything from this mold yet. So I'm thinking an easy one would be this bunny here holding an egg. So we can just mix up some more pink if that's the color you would like. You could do purple. I do have an assortment of colors. Let me see. There's also this one that would make a really cute, like, dangle pair of earrings or a pendant. This we could do, but I wanted to show you with the markers. So let's see, this is a little bear. He's cute. How about this one? This one's another chick, and it's divided up. So what I'm thinking is this portion here, you can fill in first with clear. Now these are just ideas. You don't have to make them exactly the same as me. You know, come up with some of your own. I'm sure you're going to be more creative than I am, so I do my best. You may come up with something I never thought of. Okay, so we got it all in the corners there. Gotta get my lighter, get rid of bubbles, make sure all those bubbles are gone, especially in the corners. You don't want them there. Okay, looks good. And I think I'm gonna put some flowers again. I'm gonna put some, there's like a center piece in this mold, and it's a little raised, so I'm going to put some flowers if I can get this open. It doesn't want to open. There we go. It's having a little difficulty with this. And I'm just going to pull some out. There's purple and white. Some more purple. Okay. And then I'm just going to place them in that little center piece. There. Oh, there's some yellow ones too. I'm trying to get a variety. And this one's got two stuck together. There. And then this final one, place right there. And I'm just going to submerge them under the UV resin. And it looks like we need just a touch more. And again, just make sure it goes up into those corners. All right, I see bubbles again, just little ones, but don't need them. All right, so now I'm going to cure this for 90 seconds. All right, now that that's cured, I am thinking I'm just going to put some white or maybe another color. What would be good? Why don't we do the blue, or should we do green? Green might be really pretty too. I'm thinking the green. Let's try the green. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the markers. And we're just going to go over this with the green. And again, you could have done this two-tone. You could have done yellow and green or whatever you choose. And I'm going to need to mix up a little more yellow resin. Or if you feel like it, you could just paint in the yellow mica powder. That's up to you. That's also an option. And just mix it up. Okay, let's pour it into the little chickie. And then make sure you get it over into the corners. And then again, cure it for 180 seconds, turn it over and cure it for another 180 seconds. And then I'll come back and show you what we're going to do with the markers. Okay, now that it's cured, we can remove it from the mold and we can see what it looks like. Oh, that is so cute. Now, I was going to do some additional, I still might do some additional markers. We'll just do the outline of this. I don't know if you can see it, but this is like indented where the flowers are, and then around this area, I'm going to do a color. And I believe I'm going to do this pastel blue. And then all you do is just go along the areas that you wanted painted. You might have to do 2 coats, but I think 1 would be enough. Just make sure if you're missing any spots, you just go right over them. Okay, and then take your time here because you've got those little pieces that zigzag and you don't want to make a mistake. If you do make a mistake, take a baby wipe and just clean it off and then start again. It does dry pretty quick, so you don't have to worry. Now, once you get this finished, I'd see I did have a couple little bubbles, but that's fine. It's not going to hurt the look of it. All right, that is really cute. And then if you see any spots where you might have to go back over again, just do that. Second coat is good. It dries quick on the resin. And now that you have the 1 coat, it's easier to see. So you can do the second coat a lot quicker. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Now that you have that done, you can put a clear coat of resin over it. Just brush it over. Make sure you don't put too much because that's indented. You can do that, or you can use a nail polish gel that cures under UV light. And these come in handy. I use this one door, and it doesn't yellow. It's really nice. And considering it already has a brush, all you have to do is just go right over this. You're going to go over the whole thing, just the top where you did the acrylic paint, and you just glide it over carefully. Do not like rub it in, because if you do, then you're going to have a few problems. It'll smear it, so you don't want to smear it, so just very carefully go over it. And then once you see it's all done, you can, this does bubbles too, so you can take a lighter and just quickly go over it, make sure there's no bubbles. And once that's done, you cure it for 3 minutes. And I'll be right back when it's done. As you can see, all 3 pairs are finished. Now, those are just a few of my ideas. I didn't want to put all my ideas in one video because it'd be a very long video. So these are just a few things that I think you might like. They turned out beautiful, and I just wanted to let you know, when you are painting the mica powder on the clear resin, make sure it's slightly tacky, because it'll hold the mica powder better. If it's cured all the way through and it's got that, you know, that nice silky feel to it, the mica powder will not hold. So just make sure that you leave it just a little bit tacky. Now on these, remember I said you can add something to his little feet? Well, I did. I took my marker and I added pink paws and the little inner side of the ear. And I did that pink also, and I think it just turned out so adorable, so cute. These are just so adorably cute. And you know, you can make these for yourself, give them as gifts. So if you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and press that bell for notifications of upcoming videos. Also, in the description box below, you will find links to my jewelry, my artwork, and my photography. And also, I have to mention, I did not use the other mold, so I believe next week I'm going to give you a few more ideas with the other Easter mold. So, thank you again for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.